back to Eastern Newsbeat. Trisha Zima speaking. I'm here with Marjorie, who's part of the Ladies Register of the MG Car Club. Welcome once again.
Thank you, pleasure.
Now, how long have you been involved with the MG Car Club?
Since 1969.
Okay.
But hold on, I did have a break of, after 4 years, about 27 years break.
Okay. And when did you get your first MG?
When I was 21.
And what was your first MG?
MGB Mark II Overdrive. It was an Australian assembled car in Sydney.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Truly?
Yeah.
That is rare.
Yeah. After the 27 years, I found it again. The guy I sold it to didn't even know he was selling it to me, but the guy, the owner, the man who was selling it on his behalf said, "You wouldn't believe this car, it's very original, it's only 2 owners," and that was him and me.
Oh, when you got it back?
Yeah, I did.
That is very special and very rare.
Yep. Never to leave my grip again.
That's fair enough. And why do you love the MG Car Club so much?
Well, not only the cars, because I just adore MGs because of that, and actually I was 8, did I say, when I actually first started?
No.
Yeah, interesting. We were on a farm, and my cousin from England came out to go to uni in Melbourne, and he bought a TC to go to uni, and he drove it out to our farm one weekend, and I went, oh, wow. I said, when I get older, I'm going to get an MG, and that started it all.
And how long have you been involved with the club?
Oh, well, I joined in 99 when I found my other one, and I thought I'd use that for competition, and my husband said, no, that's too good for that. Go and get yourself another car.
All right.
And that was an MGB GT Primrose from South Australia, and that was my first competition car.
Oh, and what type of competitions do you do?
Oh, you name it, I have a go at everything. The only thing I don't compete in is racing, the racing register. It's a
Okay.
bit too highfalutin for me, and also too fast.
So they have the Rob Roy Hill Climb.
Hill climbs, sprints, OSTs, motorcarnas,
Now, what's an OST?
observed sectional trial, and it's in mud normally, in winter, freezing cold. You put it in first gear. They have posts all around with numbers on them, usually to about 20, and they put in a course. And some of them are, quite close together to the cars, and with the mud and the hills and the potholes and everything, and you creep around in first gear, trying to go from, you keep in number, of course,
Yes.
going around, and if you stop, that's the end. So whatever flag you stop at, that's how many points you get. It's a bit of fun, and you get absolutely filthy. The car gets filthy. You go home, clean it, put it away, and say, what a great day I've had.
So you need mud tyres
Yeah,
to switch
just about.
over to.
You're not meant to change your tyres. You just keep the same ones on all year. So
Oh,
if you're
my
on a
goodness.
track, you've got slicky tyres, and then you go and do this. It's really terrific. You've got no tread at all.
Yeah, and what about Motorcana? What's that?
Motorcarna's fun. That's for the young though, because the brain gets a bit slow when you get older, and it's set up so that you've got cones. You have to go a certain direction. If you go the wrong direction, you're going in and out of cones and around, and all different things. And they're a sequence of how you go, not numbered, but just a sequence. You have to remember how to go, and that's very taxing when you're old.
It sounds very much like cars doing horse trials to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, it is.
Going around
It is.
show jumps. And
Exactly. You
cross
must do it in the
countries.
right order, or
Yeah.
you get a WD, which I remember when I first did one. I said, well, I got a WD, well done. And someone said, no, sorry, madam, it's a wrong direction. And once you do the wrong direction, or you hit a flag or whatever, you get penalty points. And wrong direction is a wipe. You just go out and say, well, I'll try it again. Usually get a couple of goes at it, but it's frustrating because you think you know it all before you leave home, and you get there and you're sitting there and go, oh God, which way am I meant to? It's just a head thing. But anyway, it's fun. It's fun.
Now you don't get to do like you do in horse trials. You don't get to walk
Oh,
the Motorcana before you start.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
you
always
do?
walk behind Graham Adams because he's the guru.
Ah.
And I watch him, and you don't just walk, you sort of pretend you're the car, so you get out a certain distance and then you follow him around.
Oh.
He gives you a few good
You'll
hints.
have to point him out to me.
I will. Once you get your car on the go. Yeah.
Now, what do you enjoy about the ladies group?
Ladies group, well, I really haven't been that involved with the ladies, I have to say. I do the odd things that I want to do. I've sort of compete with the guys. I did a ladies competition the first year, and then from then on I was in with the The boys in whichever group I was in, you know, the register I was in.
Yeah.
So it was mainly men. So, but this year is a big ladies register year. At the helm is Josie Eels, who is just unbelievable. She's fantastic. And there'll be a bit of car stuff. There'll be lots of other stuff as well.
And it seems very social, doesn't it?
Very,
Where you
very.
get out and about
Yeah.
and you have lunches,
Yeah.
ladies' lunches.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have mixed lunches too. I mean, you can go on touring registers or
Oh.
any lunch runs. But just our little, well, not our little group, it's open to anybody. Even if a man wants to come, I think we're doing cookies one weekend. We're going to do it on a Saturday, I think, make Easter cookies. So, I mean, if you're a man out there and you want to know how to make an Easter bunny as a cookie, come along.
I'm sure there's lots of men that like to be chefs.
Yeah. So anyway, it's very, very mixed, and you can do anything you like, whatever turns you on. Yeah.
So what's the next event that you have on?
Next event is, I think, a meet-tech, I think, down at Colchester Road in Bayswater, down there, which is like a small driving school. They learn how to ride motorbikes, and also the YOWs go out there, the Youth on Wheels, learn traffic, road lights and stops and all that sort of stuff.
So you're there as an official to help.
Yeah. But our
Okay.
big one coming up is the Porsche 6-hour relay at Sandown,
Oh,
which I said I'd never do again because it was frightfully wet and just scary as. But we've got to make numbers up, so I put my hand up and said, okay, I'll do it this year, but that's it. So that's going to be exciting, and we have a practice the day before, so I'll get to know roughly. It's a regularity event.
right.
And you have to sort of go around your 6 hours. We've got 6 in a team, so you have to keep your...
I was about to say, that's
You
quite
nominate,
intense.
yeah, it is. You nominate a time that you think you can do it, and you try and keep to that. So if you go above it, you lose a lot of points, and if you go below, you lose points. So you sort of have to be regular.
So you have to be spot on the time.
Well, you're meant
kind
to
of like
be.
rallies, where you're supposed to be spot on time from A to
Well, sort of, but you know, and you'll have people out there with an arrow going faster or slower. You know.
Oh.
Yeah.
B. Well, that helps. I cannot thank you enough, Marjorie,
Oh.
for joining me
That's all right. It's
and
a pleasure. I just
sharing
love
your
this.
joy.
Love the club because it's changed since I started. It's a lot more, as you say, inclusive, and people are just fall over backwards to help you. And unless you say something, no one will. You know, if you've got a question or a problem, just come to anybody. They're quite happy to help you.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's really good.